Good afternoon there, Jim. It's Greg here again with part 5, I think, of the buddy bill with me miniature modeler Paul. We're doing the Meng Panther 8 early. I'll just show you some bits and bobs that I've may use or may not, undecided yet, but I'll just zoom in and we'll have a look at what we've got. You've seen some of them before. So the buckets you've seen, I'm sure I can't remember. I'll show you again anyhow. Focus, there we go. So we've got two buckets like that. I've decided to put some spent shells on the back. So there's the brass ones, and I've just darkened them to you know, so they've been used, so maybe we can put them on the back of the engine deck as well. So I've got 3 of those. So you've seen the ladder. What else? Decided to this off my good friend Vince. Is one of his little 3D stuff. Where we go? It's a little crate. One bottle's being opened, and the other one's all, that just needs finishing. The wood needs finishing, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. May stick these on the back end of it. And the panther, you'll see when I show you the panther. So I've got some of those. That's off my friend Vince. He sent us some bits and pieces. I've got an aerials ready to go on. That's painted rubber black. The machine gun is ready to go on as well. That's all practically finished. What about that? So it's quite a nice little MG actually, it's quite nicely detailed. So that's going to go on probably one of the last things because it'll just get knocked off. So it's going to go on the last thing. Right. We've got 3, these 2 aren't finished yet, and I'm hopefully going to get into this stage, which I'm quite pleased with actually. This one is a wooden crate, got different colours. Go on, zoom in. Yeah, it's quite nice, quite happy with that one. Again on the sides. Again, you've got imitation sort of wood grain. And there. So hopefully that's going to go on the rear of the tank. I say I'll show you when we get to that point. Let's just pop that back on there and stick it back on here. You've seen all the side skirts from last time, I think. I can't really remember. We've got the ladder. We've got 2 showcases. I might just put the one on, but these have been all weathered up as well. So they've come out quite well. Sorry for the shaky. Yeah, they're okay. I've got one on the panther. I'm unsure if I'm going to use the second one or not yet, but it's there if I want to use it. Did I show you that? I can't remember. I'll just show you now anyhow. I can't remember. The side plates for the sidearm, and I've made 2 in the red oxide primer, weather them up a bit, and I put a number on, and same with the other one. Just put a few markings on there. They're going to go on as if it's been replaced on the field, and they haven't done anything with them yet. So yeah. I've done those, and there's a rope to be finished as well for maybe for the thing. We've got that ladder to go on the back as well. So that's all that bit there. The wheels, I say they're going to be finished off when they go onto the actual tank itself, but I've been messing around with just doing a little bit of pigment work, white snow on the bottom of some of the rims. Go on, there we go. Just on some of them, not all of them. So I've done about 4, I think, 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 2 on each side roughly. And I did a bit on the there we go. On the return idler wheel. It's got weathered up, that needs a bit more, like I say, a bit more steel on the edges. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. And on the inside wheels, I have polished the rims. Obviously they're in contact with the teeth all the time, so they're going to get polished. So that's all done. Obviously when it gets weathered you'll lose some of it. You might not even see some of it because these are in the middle, these wheels, but I know it's there. So I've done that. Just pop that over. Tracks are still the same, figures are still the same. The Panther isn't. Right, let's have a look at her. Just take it off here because I'm going to start doing the mud shortly today, I think, on the carriage. Right. As you can see, I've done quite a lot of work on that. I did obviously last time I think it was just the yellow base paint was down, and I did just a rough camouflage pattern using real colours. What colours did I use? This one, yeah. It's the AK colours. It's the real colours, and it's Rottenbrunn RAL 8017 and wasn't that one. That one. These are the two. And the yellow you've seen. So these are the two I've used for the actual markings. This is the AK real colours. Rottenbrunn, which is AK'd, is RAL 8017. And the green again, same from the same set, which is Grün, which is RAL 6007, and that's the green bit. That's the green that I used, quite dark green. Right, then basically I did the hairspray technique with the just normal cheap hairspray and the Tamiya X2. I find it apparently it's one of the easier ones to work with the hairspraying. So that went on quite a few, did 2-3 coats of it in the end because I've got the chipping how I wanted it. And to go back in and do what it's called mapping, I think it's called. I just used some of this washable white paint, which it says it is washable, but you can't leave it on too long, otherwise you'll never get it off. But yeah, it's a good product, I like it. So that's what I've done on there. Let's just zoom in a bit better there. So the turret is practically finished apart from the MG. Around here, obviously you can see where the mapping is on top of the, around the edges of the whitewash, and I've chipped it and rust marked it and grime around the edge of the commander's cupola. If you can see inside the commander's cupola, we've got the armoured glass. I've got to see it better on this other one here. The blue. They're all like that, which is that. I wasn't going to use the armoured glass colour that I put on. So, and obviously we've got the. Let's just zoom out slightly. Okay. Started to weather the barrel as well with the netting on there and the wireless wrapped around it. Undecided if I'm going to put some camouflage twigs on there yet, not 100%. We've added a couple of shell holes or shell glances off there, and we've just done these with the base colour from the, I think it's an AK, and then I've just gone in there and weathered it slightly again. Let's go back in, we can't really see it too much, can we? Let's just pull it back. As you can see, there's two on the there. They need to be finished. They're not quite finished yet, but one of the hatches is going to be open. So again, they've got the armoured glass again, and you can see better now with the obviously there's going to be mud and splatters up there when I eventually get around to that part, which is for me, which will be next. Oh, and again, you can maybe be able to see inside the driver's hatch there, viewing port, and there. Tools are on. I always paint mine separate and add them. jack. As you can see, we've got the one of the tow hooks, sorry, the tow cables. I've took one of the tracks off and put a water can there. The tracks are chipped. The tow cable isn't finished yet. I made a cock up, you can see on there. I didn't spread the things for the to attach the gun cleaning rods and that. You can't tell, just a little bit. I know it's there, rusted, made some rust marks on that. That's like a sheet steel, I would say. So rusted that up a little bit. You can see there's a shell impact there again on that side. And we've got the C-hook, the shovel, the axe on there. And on the other side we have, start on this side, we've got the C-hook again, the wire cutters, bolt cutters, fire extinguisher with a transfer decal on there. It's just started to split slightly one side, but by the time I noticed it was too late, so it's a shame. But battle wear. And again, you've seen the jack block that just needs weathering up again. It's come out quite well. And then we have the same with this 1/8, because it's quite bright, that needs to be weathered down. And that's alright on there. That's the hammer on there. And again on here we've got just the two spare track links, and I decided to put one of the wheels on the back. It's a spare one, just put that hanging on the thing there. And at the back, which has just come off in my hand because it's not glued on yet, is the jack. That's been done on weather as well. It's going to go on the back. Obviously that's going to have some wood on there as well. Just pop that there for a second. And I've also done the rear exhausts. On the you see those? I've added that there's a bit of a tarp there hanging out of the damaged rear storage box, and on this side I've added another tarp coming down off there. So this is where I'm probably going to put the wine bottles and something on there, just to make it sort of a bit of a feature, but hopefully it'll blend in quite nicely. See, that's where my jack's going to go. Obviously one side just come off, which is shouldn't be a problem mending it. Yeah, so it's quite nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's a lot of the weathering is going to be done on the bottom, yes, so it's quite clean at the moment. Not where. I think that's about it really. As far as the build has gone now, the tracks that you've seen, the painted tracks, they'll go on once all the rest of it's done. Obviously the wrong way. Yeah, once the mud's done on the wheels and the lower hull, I can add the track, and then we can go to start thinking about the day will be fairly simple with the soldiers washing by and the 2 tank crew, so should be alright. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. It's come out quite well. I didn't show you the engine deck, did I? The engine deck is practically done. Again, we've got oil spills there. We've got what did I use? Old grease and fuel stain. Old grease is from Wilder, and it dries. There we are. Old grease. It dries matte, and it's this one here. It's a Wilder product, and it's old grease, and it's NL36 panel. It's difficult to get out of Wilder stuff at the moment. So that was the dry stuff, and I had also old grease pigments as well, just to give it that sort of ingrained look where the dust has been caught in the diesel. It's built up around it. And what did I use for the fuel stains? It was the MIG stuff again. It's just the oil and grease it's dry is sort of not shiny but shiny, so I added a little bit of wet effects on the certain parts to get the you know, you got the contrast between the dry and the wet on there. So I say I'm quite happy with that as well. Well, that's where we are then. So let's carry on now. Today will be the starting off of the lower hull today, which is looking forward to getting on with that. I know things will start coming together quite fast after that, once that's done. So that's it. So thanks very much for tuning in, and all have a, what was that? Anyhow, what was I saying? I'll have a good day and stay safe, stay well, and thank you for all my subscribers, new and old. Once again, thanks for all the comments. As per normal, I've never answered back. Get me lazy ass. I'm just lazy, so I'm going to have to stop being lazy that way. So that's it then, chaps. So we'll see you when the wheels are on and the mud on the tracks will be the next update. Maybe some other bits and pieces as well. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll see you very soon.